Hey there, Leo. This is your reading for December 1st through the 7th. So I've started us off by choosing a random animal from this spirit animal book. And today you are getting the salamander. So the salamander is coming here to let you know that you are currently about to go through a subtle transformation. It's telling you just to allow it to slowly take place and develop at its own pace. It's also telling you that as you are going through this transformational phase, that it would be a good time to focus on balancing your emotions, energies, just so you don't feel overwhelmed by these changes. It's also talking about receiving help from an unexpected source with a dilemma that you might be facing. And it's talking about cooperation with those around you and the environment being key at this time. And it's also giving a heads up if you're entering into a new personal or business relationship, make sure you're checking things out carefully before diving in. So we'll see how this guy fits into the rest of the reading. I'm going to start us off by pulling some rider-waite tarot just to get the vibes. Once again, for the first week of December for our Leo friends. One more shuffle. Okay. Well, and it's interesting, the salamander card popping up talking about transformation. That has been a very popular theme amongst all of the signs, it seems. That's also kind of showing up in the collective readings I've been noticing too. So change is in the air, evidently. So starting us off, we have the Empress. Leo, you're looking really good. I love it. Okay, so the Empress is talking about this balanced energy. She is harmonious. And not only that, it is fortune, security, it's luxury. Like, she is living in style and comfort, which is beautiful to see. Now, she is also ruled by Venus, so themes of love and connection might be coming up, kind of like how the salamander had talked about connecting and stuff like that being pretty important. So moving on, I really like how this is starting. We go to the Fool. So the Fool is talking about new beginnings. It is adventure, it's risk-taking. So if you do find yourself in a situation where a new opportunity is coming up, especially businesses, kind of like the salamander spirit animal was talking about, definitely a good time to take calculated risks. This doesn't mean just diving in feet first, because the Fool has this pack with him, and he's also got a feather in his cap. So what this tells us is he's not going forward in a new direction with absolutely zero knowledge. The pack represents these skills, same with the feather in his cap. So moving forward, that brings us to the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. So the Ace of Pentacles is talking about this manifestation ability, and it is prosperous, right? Like, there's this fruitful garden here. All we need to do is water and feed this, and it's going to grow tenfold. So I really like how that guy looks. Next up, we have the Lovers showing up. Now, the Lovers is talking about loving the world itself. Now, it can also be a partnership between two individuals. However, it also pertains to love of the self and having a positive mindset, trusting your intuition, your feelings. So definitely intuitive at this time, and a good plan to trust yourself, right? Now, moving forward, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is talking about a celebration. These folks here, they're all celebrating this abundant harvest they've got all around them here. So it looks like this work that's being put in, these new opportunities being taken advantage of. Because, I mean, the Fool right after the Ace of Pentacles is like, there is a good opportunity for you that's coming in. And this ability to balance yourself, kind of like the salamander spirit had spoken about, making sure we are balanced and harmonious, especially if we are going through some personal changes or transformations. So that's looking really good. Looks like some good harvest coming in. Now that's followed up by the Three of Wands. Lots of threes. This is the third three. So we'll talk about the numerology in a second here. But the Three of Wands, it's this guy here, he's sturdy, he's stable. He's just waiting for these ships to come into the harbor. So it's this further looking for opportunities once again. So, I mean, not only that, but if these ships come into harbor and like he's ready for it, he's going to be victorious and successful in taking advantage of these opportunities. So I'm seeing 3 different cards here so far talking about opportunities coming in for you. Now, the numerology with the number 3, this tells us that communication is really important right now. So the salamander spirit had mentioned dealing with community and other people. So definitely a highlight for community as well as opportunities. It's also talking about creativity and growth. So, I mean, with these new opportunities coming in, why not have fun with it? Like, try something different and don't be afraid to be creative, try new things and have fun, right? Life is so short. We might as well have fun. So I really like how this is looking. And I do want to mention that the number 3 also talks about the spirit itself and the intuition. So once again, I'm definitely getting some intuitive vibes here. And I think that's going to be key in taking advantage of these opportunities that are coming your way. So I'm just drawing a couple more for us here with the Pulp Tarot. And just a heads up, I do read intuitively, so sometimes I'm pulling more cards, sometimes I'm pulling less. It just depends on how the reading is going and how much more information I require. Okay. Interesting. All right. So you're looking good, you're looking luxurious, comfortable. You are intuitive at this time and also prosperous. I really like it. Next, Leo, we have the Fool with this new adventure opportunity. It's prosperous. You're bringing in these old skills into new situations, bringing you to the Ace of Pentacles. It is further opportunity. It is wealth, opportunity, abundance coming in for you. We just got to water this garden. Taking us to the Lovers. So this is it's like a balance here happening, right? It's the love of the self, the world. It's a positive mindset. You're trusting yourself, your feelings. You're intuitive at this time. And you're celebrating these wins. You're celebrating this harvest with this beautiful group of humans, right? And then forward moving, you are looking for even more opportunities. And when these ships do come in, these new opportunities are coming in for you, you will be successful in it. Because that's confirmed by the Magician. The Magician tells us that you have this strong ability at this time to manifest. So definitely great advice from the Salamander to be mindful, balanced of how we're thinking, feeling. Like you're set up with this this love of the world, this love of yourself, which is good. We need to love ourselves a little more, I think. That brings us to more strength in being able to manifest. And it's also this power of using your will. It's this creativity, right? And then this takes us to the Nine of Swords. So it's like there's all this positive stuff happening. There's these new beginnings. You're balanced, you're harmonious, you're celebrating, and you're able to manifest. And then we have the Nine of Swords coming up. So the Nine of Swords is talking about this self-inflicted cruelty. Now, this guy has been showing up for everyone, not gonna lie. So this tells me, like right here, you can see she's laying in bed and she's got all of these swords right above her. So the swords represent this cutting of ourselves. Like this is a nightmare that is self-inflicted. It's this ruminating, circular, painful thought. We've all been there. We all know what that looks like. However, it's like she's moving on from this because the very next card, we have the King of Swords. It's this insane forward movement of, yeah, I've ruminated, I've thought about this, and I'm moving on. I really like that. You had a moment with it, we all do, and you've just left. Didn't stick around. I really like that. So the King of Swords takes us to this situation of being very focused. You're very idea oriented, and it's all mind focused, which I really like for the magician, because that's going to help you manifest the things you want, right? Being balanced with your mind, your heart, your spirit, and bringing all of that together into the material. So that looks fantastic. Next, we have the Five of Wands showing up. So the Five of Wands is talking about difficulty. It's chaos. These folks here, they're all fighting. However, the fives to me talk about a lot of growth. So even when we're in this chaos, this strife, we are learning and we are growing from it. And one thing I do want to say about this, I'm really thinking about the salamander spirit when it was earlier mentioning if we're getting involved with new business opportunities or new people, make sure we're checking things out first before we are getting super invested. Not to say we need to be suspicious, but just to keep ourselves safe, right? Making sure that it's not going to cause us a Nine of Swords situation or a Five of Wands strife kind of situation. However, I feel like this is just kind of a slight speed bump in the road, nothing crazy, because the next you're getting the Lovers again. So, as we had said, the Lovers talks about love of the world, love of the self, a positive mindset, you're intuitive. You can trust your intuition, you can trust your feelings. It's also talking about love and relationships here. So I'm going to clarify this further, but you're very intuitive at this time, and I'm a little curious. I'm thinking, because the number 6, because we're getting 2 of the Lovers here, and the number 6 talks about balance within polarity. So it's like balancing fire and water, positive and negative, the yin and the yang. It's this polarity that brings about balance. It's also this unment. It's union, and it's love, it's harmony, it's care. So we're going to move forward, but next we have the Three of Cups again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is now our 4th 3. So that's really interesting. Once again, spirit, wisdom, communication, creativity, and growth. So this is looking really good. You are very intuitive right now. You are celebrating a win again with this secondary harvest. What about second harvest? Sorry, bad jokes. Okay, I'm going to press on. This is looking so good. We're going to use the Quantum Oracle next, just to see if there's anything else we need to figure out here for our Leo friends for the first week of December. Okay. Move this guy up. Move these up. Okay. Pull a couple more. One more. Why not? Okay. One more. One more. Okay. So I definitely went a little crazy with pulling cards, but it's worth it. Okay. Comfortable, luxurious, you're doing well in finances, life is looking pretty heckin' good right now. And you're balanced too. You're ready to take on these new challenges with the skills you already have. You're taking on some new challenges and it's bringing you to further opportunities and abundance. And then that brings you further to this balance, this harmony, this love of the self, love of the world. You are in your element. I love this. Okay. Then the Three of Cups, this celebration with friends. Waiting again for ships to come into the harbor for victorious action moving forward. And then it takes you to the Magician. You are manifesting. You're powerful at this time. You are driven. A little bit of a speed bump along the way, but you're getting rid of it. You don't need it. You're thinking more clearly. You are clear for dynamic action and you are clear-headed. There's a little bit of strife, a little bit of chaos or conflict. However, you're moving past it. You're above it. You're balanced, you're harmonious. That stuff can't touch you. You're just killing it, Leo. Oh my God. And then you go to the Three of Cups. You're celebrating again. People trying to be coming in here like this. And you're like, no, this is my jam right now. This is my vibe. Three of Cups. We're celebrating a harvest. Get with it or get out of the way. Kind of love that, Leo. Okay. So next off, you are getting the Teacher. So, as the salamander mentioned, we might be finding ourselves meeting new people, having new relationships, and it might be a good time to learn from people around us about anything, really. Are you wanting to dive more into spirituality or learn more about the world? Because you're discovering things. You're discovering these diamonds of wisdom, not gold, diamonds. And then that takes you to Ascended Masters, where it's like all these pieces are coming together and you're able to learn all these things, just gathering this wisdom of the centuries, basically. And then that takes you to the angels of the four directions. You are very intuitive at this time. This is incredible. And there you are, Leo. You are in your present power, just like the Magician, right? You're manifesting. And then that takes us to, what did I have? Yes. Fear came up for some reason. So I was like, what the heck? wanted to pull another card, it's talking about loss. He's lost this ship. But it's led him to feel a little stuck, right? But then it's like you make a plan and you start taking action. And it leads to increase. Your path ahead is lined with gems. So there's going to be, a couple hiccups along the way. It happens. But you find your way. You find your increase. You find your abundance, right? So, closing us off with a oracle card reading from my Shaman Oracle. You are getting Spirit of Empowerment. Leo, you are on a transformative and beautiful journey. You are intuitive. Trust yourself. You are going to kill it. Have a wonderful day and a fantastic first week of December. Take care, Leo.